seems to be lowered expectations for fathers in a way. The bar is lowered for them. Oh, you're just babysitting, you're not the caregiver. And that's something that the group is interested in changing when it comes to how fathers are seen as parents. We're not just babysitters, we're part of a team.
New York City Dads Group was started by Lance Summerfield and Matt Schneider, friends and stay-at-home fathers looking for a similar network of parenting support and connections that so regularly mothers have. As of November 2017, City Dads Group has almost 10,000 members and active dad groups in 30 U.S. metropolitan areas.
It's a fantastic group that brings people together from all over the 5 boroughs. Various events with kids, without kids, just to help support and bring dads together in the city. I was able to share my experiences to dads that were nervous, anxious, that don't really have those classes that mummies get naturally. Because obviously it's 2 people in the relationship, so you need to know what you're doing as a dad, because a lot of the time we're left out and it's just like you're the dad, you're just going to stand there and do whatever. So it was a good hands-on experience for new dads to sort of, one, become a group and say, okay, let's stay connected, but to learn about what you can do as a father in those first few months with your new child.
How do you think that the New York City Dads Group is kind of challenging the ideas of masculinity that we have in society and making support groups for men accessible and just more normalized?
Oh, good question. So I say it's changing masculinity for the positive. It's you can embrace your inner parent, caregiver.
It really challenges the conventional norms that we have. I mean, we expect stay-at-home moms to be a normal thing, but there are a lot of men in the group who are stay-at-home dads as well, and I just think that normalizing it just makes it, I mean, it's just so much better because men are there for, they have babies as well, so it's not like women just have babies, so it's just nice that there's a place where these guys can go and they see other dads like themselves, and it's seen as a normal thing, like it should be.
Yeah, and the dads are seeing each other being not like stoic, stereotypical dads, but very affectionate. And I mean, you saw Joe dancing with his daughter, stuff like that, as opposed to being like the dad who shows up and kind of sits there, being like, "No, I'm a man. I'll be here with my kid, but I'm not going to do too much interacting."
How is City Dads Group helping fathers, and why is it an important resource for dads?
So the hardest thing of parenting, I'd say, is getting the balance right.
I'm not really trying to raise the scepter and lead the parade about look how great dads are, but I like to subtly be part of something that makes being a fully engaged dad a very normal and expected thing. And I think that, I look at how involved my dad was, but how much less was maybe expected of him than I expected myself and the respective dads today, as part of just that natural progression.
I'd say the importance of having any kind of support system or community is good, rather than trying to go at it alone. I have friends who have babies who are in the suburbs, back where I'm from, Maryland, and they don't seem to have the same type of support structure that I do through the Dads Group. I mean, they have grandparents, people who can drive over, but it's not the same as getting out with a whole bunch of other parents and a whole bunch of other kids, which is very easy thanks to the Dads Group.
City Dads Group membership is free, and financial support comes from collaborating with brands in a number of ways: consulting, planning and coordinating product launches, campaign activations, working with a niche audience, and influencer campaigns, just to name a few. What's the difference between hanging out with Dads Group friends and regular dad friends?
I think if you're committed to being in a dad's group, you're by nature a little more enthusiastic about the dad role. And that I like, because I'm enthusiastic about my dadness.
I think the bar needs to be raised for how fathers are seen. We're not just babysitters, we're caregivers, we're parents. And I think we have valuable contributions to what it means to be a parent.